What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back out of the game, coming at you with another video for Cookie Run Kingdom. In today's video, I embarrassed myself by telling you all the mistakes that I made in the first week of playing this game. I ain't gonna lie, guys, this video is really hard to make because no YouTuber wants to admit that they messed up hard. Okay, so by the way, guys, I only got about 6 of them that I wanted to go and discuss today, but as you guys know, if you've been playing for quite some time, please do me the favor, leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have a mistake that I did not mention that would be absolutely crucial for the community to know. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about here, okay, is going to be the cookies here. The over investment into cookies, especially when you jump into this game. So as you guys know, when we first get into the game, we're going to have a couple of a couple of rare cookies, a couple of common cookies to mix around with, and of course we'll do some summons, so we'll eventually get some epic cookies. Now if you're like me, you got those epic cookies, like, oh my gosh, let me go ahead and check out that tier list and check out, oh, that one's S tier, this one's S tier, oh, now I just got a new one, this one's SS tier, I gotta build this one, oh, wait a minute, this one's like sort of, you basically look at all these tier lists, you're like, oh my god, this one's perfect for PvP, this one's perfect for PvE, I gotta build it right now. When the reality of it is that you're so limited in resources for these units here, you do not want to over invest too early. While some of the units out there may be very good for you to progress, in the later stages of the game when it comes to guild battles or PvP or whatnot here, you got to manage your resources effectively. So make sure you don't do what I do and invest a lot of resources in the werewolf cookie a little too early. Okay, second thing that I want to talk about is when it comes to the kingdom here. Okay, let me go ahead and zoom out so you guys can see this, right? So my little 3 gnome huts that I got going on right here, I still remember to this day when I first got it, because I played some of these builder games out there, and generally speaking, when I invest some money into the game, the first thing that I get is maxed out on the gnome huts. But the one thing that I always forget about the fact is, like, why do I get those gnome huts so early when I can't even manage to keep them active all the way through? That is the issue that I got to address to the community today here. Make sure that you're starting the game, that you are actively making sure that you're building stuff on a constant basis, because as you guys know, those first couple of levels when it comes to these buildings here are going to go real quick here. And if you're actively playing the game like it should be, right, you want to make sure that you are constantly checking your gnome huts and making sure that you are building something basically throughout there. And especially if you have something that is going to take you a little bit longer, right, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, go ahead and do that maybe overnight so that you don't have to waste a lot of time down the road or invest crystals in. Hopefully none of you guys are investing crystals in to speed up the process. Okay, just wait your time, be patient, find another game to play as that thing is going here. Okay, next thing that I want to talk about here is the cookie houses. So speaking of which, upgrading stuff, cookie houses was one of the things that I just kind of left to the side. I'm like, oh, if I just build the max amount of cookie houses, I'm going to get a ton of XP. Well, for those that don't know, as you get into the game, you're going to get a good amount of XP jellies to go ahead and level up your units. But as you guys know, I spread my resources too thin and I started getting limited on my XP jellies. So what that I was doing, I was trying to figure out why in the world don't have a lot of XP jellies. Why is it taking me so long to farm it? Oh, that's crazy, guys. That's because I didn't upgrade my cookie houses here. So as you guys can see right now, they are currently maxed out at level 7. But again, they weren't for the longest time, and it's kind of embarrassing to say. Like I said, I wish you probably could see it. If you look at a previous video, you'll see it. And they're not even, like, I think they're all like level 1, level 2. It's a joke. It basically is a joke. Okay. Speaking of which here, when it comes to this upgrading, right, the next tip that I got for you today is make sure that if you're actively, making sure that you're, obviously constantly, getting the resources you need to, and be patient when it comes to the materials that you need to upgrade here. I kid you not, guys, as a pay-to-play player in the various gachas that I played, right, it's so easy to use your crystals, okay, to go ahead and speed up the process, or purchase a specific item so you can send the train out, or whatever the case may be. But I'm telling you right now, do yourself a favor, do your wallet a favor, okay? Don't you dare invest your crystals, your premium resources into that stuff here, okay? Unless it's like outrageous. No, I'm just joking. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. We're just gonna leave it at that, okay? So I think another thing that I want to talk about here, a big mistake that I made early on, is managing my material farming. As you guys can see right here, specific material, the basic material that you need to get everything started here, it's going to cost you some gold, right? As you guys can see, if you wanted to go ahead and utilize the first spot here, right, to go ahead and get yourself 3 pieces of wood, it's going to cost 30 gold, and it's only going to take 30 seconds. But if you're like, hey, you know what, I want to get more materials faster, you might say, oh, let me go ahead and click on this one down below. It's like, I can get 9, it costs 90, it's the same amount of money. Why not I just go ahead and do that? But what you're not seeing is that, well, I'm sure you've seen it, but the mistake that I generally would make is like, I'm like, oh, I want more, So I'm just going to do the one that I do because I'm not going to be like checking out the game and whatnot. But everybody knows that when you're jumping into this game early on, you're constantly, it's very, very active. A lot of stuff that you could do early on in the game. So you're going to be constantly checking the game, off and on. Unless your schedule does not allow you to, you should be actively using these first ones here so that you can get the materials you need as fast as possible, right? Now, if you are in a position where you don't have that kind of time, or maybe you're getting ready to go to bed and you want to go overnight, for sure, you want to go ahead and utilize the ones that take a little bit of time so you can get, more resources by the time you wake up here. But normally, if you are around the game and you have the opportunity to check it on a regular basis, you should be using the lower ranked stuff so that you can get as much resources as fast as possible here, okay? Last thing that I want to talk about, which is a big mistake that I didn't even realize. It's kind of embarrassing to say here. Bonds, okay? Bonds, the utilization of bonds, making sure that you constantly get your bonds going so you can get some free stats here. Again, that's pretty much all I want to say on this one. Once you start getting your different cookies and promoting them to various stars, you will notice that you start getting a little bit of bonus for all your cookies here, whether it's HP, attack, defense, or whatnot here. This is very, very important for improving your overall combat power, and that's one of the things that I kept on laughing at when I was going in here. So I'm going to show you right now so you guys can see this embarrassment, right? I put it in a couple of different YouTubers Discords, and literally everybody came back with me and said, dude, you need to get good, you need to improve your combat power. It's like a joke. It's an absolute joke here. So I'm going to go show you right now the story mode. We're here on 8:30, and I haven't fought in the boss in a while, but I kid you not, fam. I attempted to fight this at 51K, not even a few days ago, because I didn't understand all the things that you need to do in order to improve, right, your combat power. Leveling up your units, leveling up the toppings, right, getting the bonds up, promoting the units. I mean, all of that comes into play when improving your combat power. And that's the unfortunate thing that I didn't realize. I was so, thinking about, oh, let me just get my units leveled up as fast as possible. I didn't even think about, bonds and how important it is to go ahead and, get these 1 stars and 2 stars and whatnot. And if some of you guys are out there that are like, oh my goodness, like, how do I get the resources to go ahead and do that? Well, keep in mind that, specific units, especially some of these free-to-play units out there, if you're looking for pieces, you can get them in this dark mode here. So as you guys can see, we got one right here, right? We got night cookies. We got them all over the place, basically. All over the place here. So here we go. What do we got here? Cherry cookie, yeah. So you can, if you're like super close to promoting and you need some materials here, you can come over here and get them. Obviously, or you can get them in the gacha here. But if you're somebody that's like really, really close to getting those done, this is an option for you. While it does cost a ton of energy to do it, I don't know about you guys, but I got in specific spots where I was way over the cap on energy, and I needed to burn the energy before going to bed and whatnot here. So at that time, I utilized the energy for getting specific soul stones and whatnot to go ahead and get it done. But ultimately, I was using my energy to clear as much content as possible, especially for the events that are going on right now. You want to get them done. You want to get them done as much as you can. Considering your level, consider your rank here. So, but yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this. Basically, I just wanted to drop those 6 little beginner mistakes that I made. And once again, do me a favor, leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you guys had any beginner mistakes that you made when you first got started, let everybody know, right? We got to help everybody out, man. Okay. And as always, fam, if you guys are liking this content in any way, shape, or form, you all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you could take a quick second, hit that notification bell so you guys know when the next CRK video drops. Okay. That's going to be it, fam. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's your boy Childish and ChildishPlays checking out. Take care, and we'll see you all in the next one. I'm out.